Good morning. My name is Sufani. If you haven't been here before, I am over 50 and I just wanted to talk a little bit about life over 50. Life over 50 has been very interesting, and I want to say that it's an interesting dichotomy because you still feel very young. And I think that I will probably always feel young until the day I die because I have a very young type of spirit. I'm playful, and I think that that's an important quality to have as we get older because there's definitely a lot of views out in the world that when you're older, you're supposed to look old, you're supposed to feel old, you're supposed to start dressing a certain way and acting and behaving a certain way. And I'd like to think that in our society, we're starting to see age differently than it's been viewed in the past, the most recent past. I'm seeing a lot of people like one of my idols, Iris Apfel, who I think she's 100 years old now. I think she just turned 100. And she's an icon. And she is because she's breaking all those boundaries of what in previous views, what being old looks like. And I think that we can break those boundaries. I think that, over 50, what it does is it creates a ability to look back while you still have energy and vigor and passion. You still have things that you want to do in life. And I think it's a beautiful age because of that, because you get to look back and you have all this wisdom under your belt, and you can look at the expanse of life and you can make choices and you can look at things you still want to do, but you don't have those insecurities about yourself in the same way that you did when you were in your 20s. You've had successes and failures, and that's only added to the richness of who you've become. And so I believe for me, it's made me really seek out meaning in a different way. It's my cuckoo. I've always been one to seek out meaning in my life and to have things be meaningful. And yet it's added a new layer for me at my age now. I'm 52, and the unique perspective of knowing that you're not a kid anymore, that you've lived a long life already. You've done a lot in your life. You've had a lot of experiences. For me, I raised 3 children already, and I was married twice before I found the love of my life, and I've been with him for 17 years now, I believe. And life is stable, but at the same time, we still go through a lot in life. So, right now, my husband is 7 years younger than me, and so he recently got his master's. He worked long time to get his master's, and he had an academic teaching job for a while, and then they laid him off, and so he has not found his home yet, and it's been about 8 months. And what I'm saying is that life continuously throws you some curveballs. It continuously gives you new challenges to work on, and me being 7 years older than him, I've done a lot of the things that he is now approaching and he's doing. And so, I'm also able to have a unique position of just watching him and what the choices that he makes, and waiting for him to begin something that is going to take him through the rest of his life. He's a musician, and he's very busy working, and he's got all these other little part-time things that he does, as band director for an LGBTQ band that plays, and he does a lot of different things, and he does performance, and so he's busy. But the thing that he has worked so hard for is his academic career, to teach. And he had that for a while and then got laid off. And so he's also entering the workforce as a midlifer, right? He's in his 40s. And if any of you out there have tried to get a job as a 45 and up, you know that there's ageism out there. And you have to deal with that because a lot of people are looking for the cheaper labor, and youth is usually cheaper. And also sometimes they just want to show that they're youthful. They want to put a youthful face on what they're doing, and so they hire the younger ones. So it becomes more problematic as we get older, right? Because you do deal with ageism. And I've been part of that myself, when I first came out to Washington, and I put out hundreds of applications initially, when I wasn't quite sure which direction I was going to go with my own life, and I experienced that. And so it was very interesting, and life, thank goodness, life led me back to doing what I'm doing now full-time, where I was only able to do it part-time in California because it just was too expensive. I came out here, and the universe guided me in a completely different direction at 50 years old. When I thought I was settled and this was going to be my life until I retired. And to be honest with you, working what I call an earth job, right, when it's not necessarily your passion, although you bring every part of you to your job and you are your purpose. It's not the job label that you have, it's you. You are your purpose. So wherever you are bringing your purpose to your work. And you can do that anywhere in any job. And I did. So I did feel a level of fulfillment, even having to, work for another, work in another position, let's say that. But it's always been in leadership roles and management. And all the time my academy was always there, but it took on a different meaning for me. I had to really go through the valley. How people have peaks and valleys at all ages. I had to go through a valley, and it was scary. I was depressed, and I didn't know what to do. And I think that maybe, this is a valley for my husband right now too, because he's trying to find that place, and he's had a few things where he was really excited about it, and it didn't go through, and that's hard because you have to watch your loved ones be disappointed. And also I'm finding for myself too, getting disappointed when things don't work, because I just want him to have that thing, and he's got many other beautiful things going on in his life, and he's going to start teaching on Udemy as well, and that's exciting. And through all of this, we've made excellent choices. We've financially set things up, and we learned so much about how to create a secure financial situation for yourself. So it's not like we're destitute or we're worried about finances. We're very smart with our money, and we're not rich, but we're not poor. And life is good. And that's why I said we can look back at where we are right now and we say, even though we may not have everything, we're grateful for what we do have. And I think gratitude is a big part of getting older, is that you're able to look back. If you've learned the right lessons, you're able to look back even when times are hard and say, I have a good life. Things are good. So I think meaning, over 50 really takes on this profound meaning. Meaning takes on meaning, right? It takes on a profound direction in your life, and it really helps to guide you And I just think it's amazing. You know, there's so many things, you know, that I'm doing right now that I'm passionate about. Another one is fashion. You know, I feel like I've exploded into this new version of myself. I've always been creative and I've always been an artist, among many other things that I am. But art has taken on a new meaning for me, and it's living in it. You know, and what I mean by that is fashion, you know, or should I say not fashion, because what they say, fashion comes and goes, but style is forever. And I have my own style. I dance to the beat of my own drum. So I think I want to do a video on style at 50 and over. And I want to take you into my closet and give you some of my ideas and the concepts and how I dress and why I dress the way that I do. I'm just going to show you. You know, you can't see too much, but I have, you know, I do things a little bit differently, and I like it that way. Look, even in my flower, can you see that I got this at Son of Monster Palooza show, and it has an eyeball. Hopefully you were able to see that. I like to be playful in life, and I think that you have to find that thing that gives your life meaning. And if you've been avoiding doing the things that make you happy because you're strapped with responsibilities and other things, I think that you need something to look forward to. We all need things to look forward to, and if you can always make sure that you take care of the things that you need to, you go after the things that you're still trying to achieve, but you focus on always making sure that you are loving and bringing happiness to yourself and giving yourself something to look forward to. I think that is so important, because it's a lot of work to work on the things that you're trying to achieve, and you need to take that time to just be in the joy of the things that make you happy. So I hope that you come back. I put out a video every Wednesday, and I want to talk more about what it's like to be over 50 and share some of these things with you. And I think the next video I'd like to do is just fashion over 50 and take you into my closet and my style. Who knows, we might even try on a few outfits. So I will see you back here. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment for me. I read every single comment, and it really brings my heart joy to read comments from viewers. So please make sure you do that too, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.